Amsterdam has a long-held reputation as being a safe haven for marijuana consumption. In the red light district, public drinking, smoking, nudity, and prostitution have become the tradition. And visitors flock in from all over the world to experience the party culture and sex tourism as they weave their way through the city canals. That's all changing. Over-tourism is taking a major toll on the city, and as a result, Amsterdam enacted some new laws with the intention of tightening up some of their looser policies. While you're still able to smoke within special coffee shops, you will now be fined 100 euros if you are caught publicly smoking or drinking in the red light district. And Amsterdam is even planning on potentially moving much of its brothel activity outside of the city center. At this point, you're probably asking yourself if you should even visit Amsterdam at all. Is it still worth it? What is there to do if you're not drinking and smoking all the time? I wanted to find out. I made it my goal to visit Amsterdam like the precious saint I'm not, and to find the best food and the best activities for you to do in town while respecting the wishes of the locals. Stick with me, I'm gonna share with you a viral TikTok sensation, Dutch food you have probably never heard of, a place where you can encounter Pokemon in the wild, an incredible Winter Lights event, and how I had the best American dessert of my life in the Netherlands. And no, it wasn't this weed-infused chocolate chip cookie.
Put that back!
Stroopwafel. The stroopwafel is the most iconic food to come out of Amsterdam. It's basically just two cookies held together by caramel. But you'll see pretty quickly that some places in town take that simple idea to a new level entirely. Enter Van Wanderen. It's small, and they make you wait outside in a line where you're directed by two very strong looking security guards who are doing crowd control.
I believe that unit designates maximum security.
This business is smart. They know that the cell phone cameras are coming out, and once you get up close in line, you can point your phone right through the window and watch them making these one by one. It's easy to tell why this place has blown up on TikTok. I ordered the speculoos flavor. It's basically like crushed Dutch cookie on top of chocolate. So good, truly. Oh my God. I mean, just look at the joy on my face while I'm eating this. You can't fake that, or can you? Stroopwafel. The line actually moves really quickly. Once you take a bite, you will instantly understand how they are still thriving well over 100 years after they first opened back in 1907. Stroopwafel. Is it sexy if I say it in an accent like that? Stroopwafel.
Who's that Pokemon?
To be honest, I'm always looking for a way to incorporate a Pokemon segment into my videos. Watch out for the next time I go back to Japan. I will go full Ash Ketchum on a
Pokemon!
Now, this was very temporary, but I was lucky enough to visit the Van Gogh Museum while they were doing their Pokemon exhibit. I mean, I didn't plan my whole trip around this one thing. Lying. That said, no smoking, drinking, sex, or even a Pokemon exhibit is required for you to have a great time at the Van Gogh Museum. I love Van Gogh's work, so seeing so much of it in person was really inspiring. No matter what temporary exhibit they currently have going on, Pokemon or otherwise, be sure to take the time to visit. It's one of my favorite museums that I have ever gone to. And be sure to get the audio guide. It was so useful, so informative, and put the entire timeline of his life and his work into perspective. I didn't even cry once. Big lie, big bitterballen. Okay, have you ever eaten beef stew and thought, I should fry that? No? Well, the Dutch have, and it's called bitterballen. This is something that a lot of people might only end up ordering after they've thrown back their 6th Heineken and are just drunkenly ordering something random off the menu. But we're being good and responsible tourists, remember? Okay, well, 1 or 2 drinks is definitely okay though, right? Like, definitely have like a drink. Like you can get buzzed, okay? It's fine. What I love about bitterballen is that it's super unique. Nothing about this experience was expected for me. I wasn't expecting it to be so soft on the inside. I wasn't expecting it to be so crunchy on the outside, and I wasn't expecting it to come with a side of mustard. Just imagine fried beef stew dipped in mustard. Am I selling this? I'm not, right? I got mine from Café de Touin, which is a lovely bar in the Jordaan district. By the way, do yourself a favor and get over to the Jordaan district. It's residential, it's a lot quieter than the center, and it's gorgeous. My visit was in the wintertime, but I cannot wait to go back in the summer to just stroll through those streets, popping back some bitterballen and looking at the tulips. And hopefully by then you will have liked this video and subscribed to this channel. All jokes aside, your support means the world to me. Please and thank you. I love you for watching. Amsterdam Light Festival. Festival. Speaking of winter time, it might seem like a bad time to go to Amsterdam, cold, less daylight, cloudy all the time, but there is one huge benefit to visiting in December or early January, the Amsterdam Light Festival. I thought this was just the coolest thing ever. Basically, artists install light-based creations in the canals throughout the city. They represent a new theme every year. This year's theme was artificial intelligence, so all of the lighting fixtures were based around phones, computers, and disconnection. I took a canal cruise which was designed with the specific purpose of guiding you through the Amsterdam Light Festival. Not to mention, the boat was covered and heated, so it was a really comfortable and fantastic way of spending an hour on the water. When you put that with all the other amazing holiday festivities, winter really isn't such a bad time to visit. I even had this one day with a gorgeous sunset, and it's one of the most beautiful things that I have ever seen in Europe. I'm just gonna let this clip play for a second. Cheese and apple pie.
Cheese?
You can walk into most cheese shops and try some samples. If you want, just make a whole day out of it. That actually sounds like a pretty good day, just sampling different Amsterdam cheeses. I dig it. I bought some organic truffle cheese from a shop called Kaskelder because, I don't know, it's only the best cheese I've ever tasted. Speaking of best ever, we think we're so good at apple pie in America, but you know what? They do it better in the Netherlands. Now, before you get ready to fight me, just look at this video. I ordered this apple pie from a cafe called Small Talk right across from the Van Gogh Museum. So many things about this are amazing. The apples, the cinnamon ice cream, oh my god. But what sets it apart really is the crust. Our American crusts are flaky and hard, almost like a croissant. It's thick, but not thick in a hard way, thick in a, you're just eating a slice of cake kind of way. I cannot emphasize this enough. You don't need weed or alcohol or sex or drugs in Amsterdam. You only need this apple pie. You know what I actually learned? If you're only coming to Amsterdam to smoke in public, then you're going to miss out on a whole lot of the things that have quickly made Amsterdam one of my favorite cities that I have ever visited in the world. So much beauty and culture and amazing food. And all of the people were really nice and accommodating as well. I actually do have a confession to make. I'm not a saint. I didn't put back that weed cookie. I bought it and I ate it. I'm not gonna get thrown in jail for saying that, right? I love Amsterdam, and you will too. I hope you appreciate it, and I hope you honor its history, and I hope that you respect its current citizens. At the risk of sounding like a dad or a teacher or something, just like be responsible. Don't take a shit on anyone's porch or pee into the canal, but definitely do try to see if you can smuggle one of those apple pies into your suitcase.